Thank you very much, Trouble and Razok, and welcome to the LEC post-game lobby where I'm joined by Rekkles and Trymbi. And honestly, you can't shut these guys up. They have been gossiping away on the sofa, and here I've been on the edge of the stage like, what was that you're saying? What's that you're saying? I'm hearing some
We just have a lot to talk about since our... I mean, we played the show match at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we did.
But we also had that PGL interview last year when you won your first game in Malmö, and yeah, it's just a lot to catch up on. A lot has happened for both of us since then.
So much has changed since then. Yeah, he's wearing your old jersey.
He is, yeah, and he looks great in it.
Okay. Yeah, but there was a lot of changes. Yeah, like comparing, actually, imagining now that like last summer, right? Like I won the LEC, and now so many things changed. It's actually, I wouldn't think of it, you know, at first, like for sure. And I'm really enjoying it. It's so nice. Even if if we wouldn't win or something, like I'm really happy how it is right now. And yeah, I've been like really, having a lot of fun lately, I would say. And it's a nice refreshment for me, for sure.
When did you realize you couldn't necessarily have fun anymore in Koi?
Oh, no. It's not actually, okay. It's not like
I've gone straight in. I'm sorry. I'm desk coasting now. I'm not inside. Like, what am I doing? Sorry.
I really had fun in Koi too. It's just, at some point, I could tell that I didn't do stuff as well as I used to, and that I needed some kind of changes, I would say. And I kind of, I felt like I would like to stay too, but they also helped me realize how much maybe a change would be good for me. And that's something like I really appreciate them for, because
it's a new challenge for you.
Yeah, it's so different, so new, so fresh, and it helps a lot. I mean, right, we won, but we're still a lot to do, a lot of process right now. There's gonna be a lot of process to do stuff and a lot of things to encounter, like things to build up upon and just try to make things work better together. But I'm happy to try to challenge myself in a new environment. That's something that I felt like I needed, but I also wanted to try to find a way to also challenge myself in an odd environment. But yeah, right now it's not the case anymore, so I'm not thinking about it too much.
When you were looking at potential teams to go to in the LEC, though, was Fnatic at the top of your list?
I mean, that's a good question. Okay, yeah, it was on top pretty much. I mean, there was other offers, but not many, because it's like middle, like between spring and summer. There's not really many. There shouldn't be many changes, I would say. And I didn't look too well too this year, so I can also imagine other teams not really like wanting to pick me up or something, because I was just it looked like kind of shaky, and it still can look. So right now I need to make things happen. So I don't make such a feeling for anyone.
But it's a perfect opportunity for you to challenge yourself now and reinvent yourself here. You have a new team, new organization. Like, how young are you? 20?
I'm 22, 23 this year.
So, let's do it. You got it.
I mean, I still, this year, one thing that I realized is that I've been playing in LEC for almost 3 years. It's 2.5 now. And now I know how, I mean, I have quite a bit of experience because I got to go to Worlds 2 times in a row already. And I didn't really realize how much of a veteran I can be to others. And that's something that I got to realize this year. And that's also helping me out a lot because, I like fun. I do a lot of like silly things and stuff. And I still feel like a rookie still after like this much time. But I also need to realize that I should be for people there, when they need it. And due to my experience that I have right now, I feel like and knowledge that I got throughout the past weeks and months, I can see that I've been putting a good job when it comes to that. And I'm using the knowledge that I have. When before I was not really thinking about it. I was still feeling like a rookie, this like silly guy who just, would like to have a lot and doesn't like not necessarily think for others too much. Even though I feel like as a character I try to do it much, but this year was not as ideal as I would like it to be.
So now you're in Fnatic. What do you feel like you're bringing to that team aside from the obvious skills on the Rift?
I mean, that's Yeah, I'm a support, right? I'm just like trying to help people out.
But you're also someone who has lifted a trophy and you do have experience. I know you've just been saying you feel like a rookie, but you're paired up with an LEC newcomer in the bot lane with Noah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're bringing something to that relationship.
Yeah, for sure. Also, really good thing is that I got to work with Marang already for a year and a half, so it helps me so much now to like try to communicate. It's not easy still due to like the language barrier, obviously, but I feel like Noah is such a nice guy, like so open-minded. I feel like I can just talk to him about anything. If I'm angry, I can talk to him, when I'm angry. And I just see him just trying to like understand me and try to like get better every time I have like something to tell him, right? Because obviously the other way around, it's not easy for him because I could see with Marang too how hard it is to express yourself, right? When you're not speaking that good English, right? Even though I think both of them have really fine English. So that's why I'm trying to make up from me, so he can like try to express himself, right? Try to talk to him as much as I can, ask as many detailed questions as I can, so I can understand his mind a bit better.
Yeah, from knowing you, I think you are a perfect fit for a Korean player. You seem very outgoing. I mean, from our interactions, you seem very outgoing and kind. And I think for a Korean player, this is exactly what they need. Someone that kind of puts themselves out there and meets them more than halfway so that they can feel welcomed in and they can, be comfortable opening up. And I think you are, the perfect fit for someone like Noah. And it really showed today. I mean, Noah was fantastic in this game. He played so good in this game. And it looked like you guys were really comfortable from just the first trade already in bot lane. I don't know if you remember, but the first trade already, you guys out-traded them quite heavily. And then already from there, it seemed like, you're a strong duo.
Yeah, it was nice to get this catch before, right? Like when they started warding and then everything. But Noah is a really great guy. When it's actually crazy sometimes how he plays. I actually interested.
He actually played this one so well, but he didn't really deal any damage.
Yeah, that's the issue, no? Like there's a Renekton that is just tanking all the time, but it's still.
But you had a nice hook on this play right before on the right.
On the Zaya, because he didn't.
And you had one on Drake as well, I remember.
That was, but it was fully Oscar. It was fully because he was like calling so much that he's gonna flash on Zaya. I just had to press one spell. This guy called everything, so Oscar really did a great job there, even though I was the one hooking, right?
So how did you come to the point of picking Thresh today? We spoke a bit about it before we went live now, but it was an unexpected pick. It's something people don't really play, but in this game you felt like it was the pick.
Yeah, because I generally don't want, like I wanted to play like Nautilus or Leona or Blitz, but then I'm like, they kinda need to go into us, right? They kinda have to do stuff, so I don't really need to do much. I just need to peel for Noah, and most of those like peeling champions were already out, right? Lulu, Yumi, I think Milio was out too. And then I was thinking,
not that great against Rakan
yeah,
either,
exactly.
So,
I wanted to pick Braum, but then I see Annie. I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to look for like a Janna, but then I'm like, yeah, maybe we need something more CC, maybe something more reliable. Where like Janna is really good. Like I think this game could be good, but I think today I was not prepared to play this champ. I'll try to put some effort into it because this champ is really nice. But
it will come.
Yeah, it will come with time for sure.
Also, Razak was saying you weren't really practicing Thresh much in the interview with Trouble.
I mean, I generally don't remember last time I picked it. Yeah, I was only practicing it in solo queue pretty much. So I'm happy because every time I picked this Thresh, it was like before in LEC, it was either like not the best pick there, or like I was not really feeling too confident. And this time around, even though I was not like 100%, I felt like, I had a good feeling about it. That's why I just picked it.
Yeah, we only saw it twice in spring, I believe. You got a 50% win rate last season. Now you got a 100% win rate, at least this split. So it's a great solid start, right?
Yes.
How's the pressure in the team? How's everyone feeling with the stress and the pressure? Because now you are in a position, kind of my bad, with 30 points or however many you have. So you need to finish strong here in the summer. How's the pressure and the stress in the team?
I generally don't feel it that much. Like I just feel like everyone is having fun. Everyone is trying to like improve. And I can see also how determined we are and how we want to just win, like as much as we can in everything. But we're not really pressuring ourselves to do so, in a sense. Like I think everyone understands that we want to do a lot, but we're not really telling ourselves that, we have to do it. Like there's no other way around. Like I know myself, I really want to go worlds, try to get, like even win the split right now. But for now, I'm just enjoying my time. I even said in my introduction video, right, that I want to go Worlds and win LEC, but first I just want to get to playoffs right now. Like I don't, yeah, there's nothing more to do than just getting to playoffs because that's the one step we have to do in order to get where we want. And that's
one at a time.
Yeah.
Today was the first step.
Yeah, basically.
And tomorrow, Excel.
Excel, although I'm
Yeah.
they had a really decent game, I would say, even though Koi was dominating like the early game. So we'll see how it goes.
I want to ask you really quickly before we take a look at the schedule about the meta, because actually when we're looking at what we're expecting from the bot lane at the moment, it really seems like it's your cup of tea, because we're expecting to see enchanters.
It's a Trymbi meta, if any.
Yeah, I guess, you know, there's like a one new champ, Milio, that just came out of nowhere, and it's a pretty nice enchanter, right? Yumi got changed, but yeah, she's still there to play her. And then there's like stuff like Lulu, right? Lulu, I guess you can play Sona nowadays. Yeah, Janna and everything.
Soraka if you want.
Oh, actually true. I mean, Moonstone got slightly nerfed, but on new patch I saw it's looking good. So I hopefully, you know, we get to playoffs. So on the next patch we can like pull something nice. But yeah, there's been a lot of changes to support really. And overall AD carry support, I feel like the items and everything, now it's kind of balancing out. But yeah, I see that enchanters are getting like a lot of love, even though the items are getting nerfed, like if the part. But I understand that they're really, when you're good at them and you're making space for your team and you're trying to like, you know, balance it out, what you have to do, like they seem strong. And especially with the AD carriers right now that are there, like Lucian, Aphelios, Draven, like Zaya right now. Also you can pair a lot of different stuff, and it feels so strong when you have an enchanter on top of it. And yeah, you have to build, like sometimes even whole team comes around this one thing, which is just so annoying.
Yeah. How would you say, so I haven't been scrimming, so I don't really know how this is, but how would you say the minion tempo thing has changed the game? Have you ever thought about it? Like mid laners now having the waves at the same time as you guys. Does that impact how you play your lane? How does it feel for you to play in the early game? The first 40 minutes?
For sure, it's not that easy. Like before, it was very telegraphed when you dive, right? When you get the waves off, when like mid just pushes and then you get a slow push and stuff. Now it's a bit weirder. Like it's actually quite weird the way it works, but you still can do it. It looks easier nowadays than it was before, and it's so random sometimes because the waves are, you know, same time, so there's not much to like. You have to call it very early, right, when stuff like this happens.
Almost drop a wave in mid just to go for it,
And also the fact that they're coming faster sometimes make some scenarios that used to be a thing, not a thing anymore, right? Like when you want to actually dive enemy bot lane, let's say, and do like something crazy, then you have to realize the minions are going quite fast now. So if another wave just coming out of nowhere, right, and you don't really think of it and you don't push it in time, which nowadays I feel like there are champs that don't push really fast. Like,
unless they have static shiv on LeBlanc.
Exactly.
It's pretty fast.
then it's kind of problematic, but it's not. Outside of those two, I don't think there's that big change.
Do you feel like your pattern as support on how you're moving around the map has changed in any way? Because before it would be very clearly out of base. Let's get mid prio, vision around mid, move together. That sort of aspect doesn't really exist anymore.
No, it's not a thing actually. It's like just the way you do it is, I mean, you either get just vision, but you don't really have to play through it. Like if you don't want to, you can just do whatever you want pretty much and just make sure that your bot lane is not gonna get rolled over if you go to the other side, right? And they're gonna dive on him.
Boys, I'm so sorry. I am officially the third wheel in this conversation, but unfortunately, my job is to actually talk about the schedule for tomorrow, because otherwise you're not going to get any rest tonight and be ready for your match tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting one again, Fnatic versus XL. XL did look like they're showing signs of life today, I would say. Would you agree, Rekkles?
Yeah, I think they had at least an idea of what they wanted to do. I was surprised they weren't more aggressive, because it seemed like to me that they were getting outscaled pretty quickly from the Saya Yumi when they had the Rakan Draven. So I would have thought that they should put some more pressure, but at least later on they seemed to have an idea of what they wanted to do in the team fight. So there's something to go with there, but honestly, from how you guys look today, this is gonna be a tough game for them.
Yeah, and we've also got Mad Lions versus G2 as well. Any predictions for that one, Trymbi?
Oh my, but it will be a banger for sure. I didn't watch fully the G2 game because it was right before our game, so I didn't want to pay too much attention into it. But like I could hear from the crowd that it was quite, they were doing good versus BDS. So I would say it will be a good game because also the game that Mad Lions played today, right? Like Vitality looked strong for sure, but like they made some mistakes and Mad Lions capitalized really well on that. So I think it will be a really good series, like really good best of one.
Yeah, I think so too, which is why it's going to be our match of the week, because these are two 1-0 teams for week 1. But as I said, it's only week 1 of the split. You're going to be going up against G2 on Monday.
Yes.
Which is going to definitely be a banger. I cannot wait to see Fnatic versus G2. I'm excited for this matchup again, I have to say, so I can't wait for that one. But right now, that does it for us today on the LEC. If you missed any of the action, our rebroadcast begins on Twitch in just a few minutes. So we're going to be seeing you tomorrow live at 5:45 PM for day 2 of the summer split. Should we do a selfie?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Oh, I'm very excited. Like, Trymbi, you're the only player I think I've asked for a selfie with from the LEC outside of post-game lobby.
Hey, seriously?
Yeah. Well,
So nice.
you know, when you're looking like Rakan, I have to ask for a photo. I missed the outfit. Why did you not wear it? Anyway, I'll say goodnight to you lot at home. We'll see you tomorrow. Right, let's make this work.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. See, I'm wearing orange. Where's your orange? Honestly.
I don't own orange.
Okay. Oh, this is 3.
That was calculated, but he's bad at math. Oh, he's on ult. Dead. He's dead. What? How did that happen? What? Where are we?
Don't forget, Ari should have TP, guys.
Oh, but we can go. They're coming
from it. If you buy time, it's good. If you buy time, it's really good.
Son here. Oh, nice.
Getting aggressive again. This is the level 2 we saw in the previous game. Doss! What are you doing? He died! But now it's just Doss standing. Irrelevant on the top side. The cat knocked up. The cat knocked down and knocks down. Oh, that's Execute timing! Execute versus the world and turn it. But she's might be turning. She might die. They finally killed her. Gonna get the FLICKR hit the next. FLICKR hit the next. Yo, series in 5 seconds. FLICKR. Frankie's gonna die! Frankie's gonna die! What? Why did he hit the Nexus?
Play from Shigenda.
Oh no, look for the arm, misses it. The stun comes out though, and Shigenda flashes away and survives for the moment. He's slowed as well. H4, you just don't dive! Agragas, the bloodthirsty army is something we love to see. Twisted advance forward as well. The poke gets the knock into Young. Luke with a stopwatch, but not really too much mana. And Mickey's looking for 2. It's a double for each. It's a fishy fish, and his dish is delicious.
Rakan is behind us, okay? Yeah, okay. I'm with it.
Malphite's running through, Malphite's going through.
I'm dead, but maybe it's fine. I'm really strong, I'm huge. We win this.
Flash forward, Razzle steals away the soul of the Annie and steals away the stun as well. 1-1-3 with the Cyclone Flash auto from Humanoid.
But Fnatic will walk away barely with a kill advantage.
My favorite part of this game is when Humanoid just went in static shivving time and then just static shift all over them. It's so good.